very apt actually, because what happened yesterday is beyond anything that I can explain. I was up for 2 days celebrating the fact that I had the meeting where I signed the contract, and I just was about to chase a sunset. That was my entire goal. I was heading up to the mountains to chase a fucking sunset, and bro, Jesus. I stood there as a fucking assassin for 2 hours almost, just standing on my fucking the lawn of my brother outside as he was waking up. I was meditating as I was standing there. I was just standing like this, face down, and when he looked out the window, he saw me standing there. I was like, huh. And then we went away, and he came back, and it was like, he's still fucking standing there. What the fuck, right? Oh, it was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, to answer the thing I said that about being not normal and normal, right?
Yeah. I need a joint for this. Wait, did you just start that whole thing and then just lift me on a cliffhanger?
It's called building up curiosity.
Ah, it's a pregnant pause.
Uh, Starting to realize that it's important to accept that you are fucking normal.
Hmm.
Because
that goes against everything that I believe.
yeah, you have to start realize that you are normal. To start realizing how abnormal you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that you have like a baseline, a reference point, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's completely okay
Yeah.
to calm down, to go back to the most basic energy that you have. Become a basic bitch.
You have to. I mean, if I was to go on that energy I had yesterday for all time, I don't know if my body could stay up with it. Like I don't think my system would actually be able to sustain it.
You gotta also what I think, you have to stop thinking about being normal or unnormal.
Just be. Yeah. Yeah.
Because in my varied nights of despair and melancholy, I've been thinking about this actually, that what if this lie has been brought to us that, oh, you are special, you are special, you are special, you are special. But at the end of the day, that just makes you start believing that you are without actually doing something or achieving anything.
Yeah, because I was about to arrest you. I think that if you know that you apply, that you commit, that you walk the path, then you know that you're not special. You're doing the thing. As I coined yesterday, I coined a term. It's very similar to walk the talk. Maybe you're going to laugh from this because nobody else did. I did, and my nephew, who's just been born, did. I said, you have to walk the talk. You have to do the spew.
Do the?
Do the spew. If you're spewing something, you have to do the spew.
Well, no, I'm sorry, I don't follow the words of what the fucking word
I
is that?
know. Is spew is like you're just tossing something out. You're spewing out words, right? Well, walk the talk.
Doing.
Do the spew. It's a great term, and it just flows.
Informally, it means vomit.
Uh-huh. And many people will just vomit out words without actually acting upon them. So do the spew. I said, imagine how you react now, and then you have a little kid who he loved the energy, right? And I was making him laugh, and then as I was making him laugh, I did the Pavlov dog thing. The Pavlov's dog, I made him drool. I looked at him, he laughed, I said, do this view! Right? And he laughed even more. And I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. So I said, okay, do the spew. You can also say, do the spew, right? And after a while, he was like, oh yeah, I know this word now. Every time I said do the spew, he started like really grinning. And then we went into the brofist. I was like, brofist, do the spew. So now I'm just waiting for him to look at me, Uncle Do the Spew, or Uncle Do, whatever, and then he's gonna be programmed already. We're gonna have that amazing bond just because of Do the Spew, which became a song.
Amazing.
Adventure Times.
Yeah.
That was just within the 1 hour of yesterday.
Mm.
I also climbed a mountain through a hellscape that was burned by a forest fire a few weeks ago. And was still burning. It was very interesting.
What do you think of the situation in Russia, though?
What is going on in Russia? I don't pay
There's a
attention.
military coup.
Is a military coup in Russia against Putin? The military is going against the guy? I don't know.
There's a
That you don't you
group of
you can do that.
there's a group of mercenaries.
Russian mercenaries?
Yeah, about 35,000 of those
What?
that
God.
have risen against Putin.
Oh my god! And he's one man. I mean, he might know Chuck Norris, but he
Well, they
does.
still have the country's military, but then this was also like a military group.
Yeah, the people you call when the military can't do their job.
Like it was a militia group.
35,000 of them.
25,000 of them. 35 is
God damn.
they have risen up against, and I was reading a post yesterday. Have you watched Office?
I've seen just a few episodes. I never got into it.
You have to watch.
Yeah.
You have to watch this. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize I missed
Like
out.
you have to invest time in that, and it's an investment.
I know it's fucking long.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's a worth investment. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, moving along.
I've just seen the tip. Let's go.
So there is a scene in that where Michael Scott does parkour,
Mm.
right? But then he's not doing actual parkour. He's just jumping from one place to another and going parkour, 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 like jumping on sofa, parkour,
I see.
running around, parkour, jumping up the stairs, parkour. So yesterday, somebody took that photo of Michael Scott, put a face of Putin on it,
Oh.
and they were like, imagine you go from the second strongest military in the world
Oh.
to second strongest military in Ukraine to second strongest military in Russia. Parkour.
Oh. That's genius and it's mean, kinda.
It's too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon. That's a good.
Yeah, but that's the issue, right? People hate Russians right now, so they don't care about it being too soon, which is also bad.
Yeah, it is. But what do you think
I've
about
been
that?
realizing people hate Russians here so much, which is absolutely shit.
It's just a proof of concept. Like you can make people hate anything if you just portray it, and then people will the gang mentality, the fucking herd mentality, will just hate something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Weird. But what do you think about the whole thing? Because that sounds like a fucking big question, and I was just delivered it, so I'm starting to see what could this lead to. Like, what if Putin was doing something and used Ukraine as a cloak of like shadows or just mirrors and shit, so that he could do what he actually did? And now with AI being coming out and the Kremlin having worked on AI for a long time, what could happen then? Like, what if he's now like, it is time? Yeah.
I don't think anybody is that crazy, honestly.
He does seem like he has the features of it.
That's the thing, right? You know, the craziest leader that we have is Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he is not that crazy to launch nuclear attacks.
True. So far.
Thing is,
yeah.
no matter how much this is the spew nobody's gonna do.
Oh, I love the fact that you just incorporated that. Oh, you're a poet.
You know, think about this, right? No matter how much war and propaganda and bullshit goes on and on and on around the world, at the end of the day, the world leaders sit on the same fucking table and they talk to each other with in indirect channels which are not shown on news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the news.
There is a lot of propaganda and diplomacy going on and on and on and on and on around. There are so many spies every fucking where.
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna do this thing because they also know that if North Korea launches a nuke or Russia launches a nuke, then America's gonna launch a nuke.
Yeah.
Or China is gonna launch a nuke, or some other countries launch. Everybody has their nukes.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I attack somebody with a nuke, then even if it will take, like 8 minutes for a nuke to get from one place to another place,
Yeah.
in that 8 minute I can launch my nuke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also we kind of don't go against our own survivability. I mean, if it would be above stupid. Yeah, I get what your point.
And then we know, what the nukes in Japan did,
Yeah.
how massive and how long lasting the impact is.
Yeah, so that's the
And
blessing and the curse.
considering a nuke war, like a nuclear war now, would just mean,
Yeah, and also like that was the beta test almost. Like you see the effects of the beta, the one thing that happened, and that was even that was in the beginning of development of what we could have. So now it's probably one click, one planet. So, yeah, I agree. I don't think that's gonna. That's why it's dangerous the way they are now just toying with the development of AI. Because humans will not go against their own survivability. Humans will not kill them all. But an AI that sees humans as the main cause of destruction on the planet could try to mitigate that problem through a nuclear attack.
I've read that somewhere. I've seen this somewhere.
Yeah.
Ultron?
Yeah, that's one. Terminator was like an advanced version of that, but yeah.
Not really. I think Ultron was the advanced version.
I think Ultron is just what is almost now available. Like Ultron is based on quantum physics and quantum computing and these things that we have now. Like Google just launched, they have created a quantum computer. You have AI, the software, and now quantum computing, the hardware. Combine those together, I don't know what the fuck could happen because that is insane.
But then, that's the thing. There's a difference between what Terminator was given versus what Ultron was given,
Yeah,
right? Terminator was given plot armor.
yeah,
Ultron was not given the plot armor.
yeah,
But then if you look in actual Ultron iterations in comic books, the
yeah.
things it can do. Even in the What If episode of Marvel, the things Ultron could do.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and I won't even question it. It's kind of possible.
Have you seen
Anyway,
Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania?
yeah, it's bullshit.
No, how can you call that bullshit? If you see that as a symbolizing thing, like if you see that as like the best depiction of what could be based on the awareness of the person seeing it. Like if you see the quantum world, like when he tried to go up and stop the whole he went into the quantum world and he went up there to stop the thing, to deactivate, to shrink it, right? He became all of these different versions of himself and he had to kind of get one thought aligned so that he could work together to get there, right? And once he saw the love that he needed, the strength that he got from the love of his family and the things that he's doing it for, everyone disappeared and he becomes one, right? That's literally quantum physics. That's literally why I have been on the adventure right now. Because as soon as, before I focus consciously on one thing that I want, every single opportunity is available at any given time. Like it's all states at the exact same time. That's our thoughts. The focus that one thing can do anything. And I feel like I've proved it now. I have made, after we talked, so many things have happened. I was invited by a client to visit the north of Norway. He paid for the ticket, he did everything, and we had an amazing adventure that led to me talking about AI in the way I use it to other people who are on our level. People who are doing things, people who have businesses, wants to make an impact. And once that happened, we just called it the God prompt. Once that happened, he saw that holy shit. Like his friend, I slept under a glacier. Of course, you had to sleep under a glacier when you're up there. So then we went up to remote work a little bit, or we worked in a hotel. And as I was sitting there on my laptop, he was sitting there on the phone with a client, and he just hung up, and he was in tears. He didn't know what to do. And I asked, "What's going on?" And he says, "My client has this problem, and I have promised them a solution. And honestly, I don't know how to fix this. This is huge, and it's worth millions to them." I was like, "Okay, well, I have this thing that I want to try. And because I respect myself now, you're going to have to pay me for it. Even though we're friends, you're going to have to pay me a little bit for this." And he's like, "Yeah, well, okay, right?" And it's normally I think I put it at 111 euros, right? So I gave this to him for 30 euros just to see if it could do anything. He buys it, he applies it. I tell him how to use it, which is just, what's your problem? He got a solution from ChatGPT. He calls back the client, and he gives them the solution. And now when he puts down his phone, it's like, holy shit. It just worked, and they were above stoked. And the fact that he did it in 2 minutes really proved something to them, right? So he said, okay, Tor, pack up. We're going to go and see someone. So we drove 4 hours over a fuck ton of islands. One freaking toll booth was $20. Insane. But we went up there, sitting in this cabin on the fucking shore of a ocean with a fucking huge mountain in the distance, 3,000 meter high, with dolphins playing right in front of me as I was drinking my coffee. I was like, this is
insane.
So I talked to this friend, and I met a new one. We talked and we shared amazing energy for 2 days. And after that, I went down. I applied the things I've learned. That's why Saga became a thing. Self-awareness, growth, adventure, all these things. Just a new iteration of the 100-day challenge, but it became the adventure of life. It became so much more. And after that, things have happened at a rate that I cannot imagine. I can't understand it. So it has led me into this inspiration and motivation. I got to another place where I could create a video that I actually made through a new system that I made. I'm going to show you this in just a little while because you're going to be mind blown. It takes the content creation of experts to a completely new level. And then I just continued, and I made this video about how I discovered mushrooms, right? What that meant to me in this way. And I created a thumbnail based on just what ChatGPT told me. And I posted this thumbnail in the YouTube growth community. And the feedback was insane. So I posted it in my fucking group, my Norwegian flame, the Psychonauts, 7,000 of them. And I tagged them with everyone. And the video blew up within 24 hours. It made more views than anyone else. People started to reach out, send emails. And now, this was before I had the meeting where I signed the contract. Now we are talking after, and this is just a fragment. Now we're talking after I had the relaxation celebration adventure. And I don't know what the fuck is possible. And all that is because of that one scene in Quantumania that I don't think people really realize. But one focused thought.
I'm not questioning that part. I'm just questioning the entire movie.
Oh, you're seeing it from you're a fucking content creator. You're such a content. What did you not like? What would you change?
A white woman cheated on her husband and did not want to tell about it to the family and let the universe get destroyed.
Oh, I love your perspectives. I fucking love your insights. Nobody probably saw that. Well, some did, but the meta of that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful.
Think about this.
Yeah.
A white woman got horny while she was on a trip, fucked a guy, realized how toxic he was, and then just went away from him. And when she came back from the trip, she kept it a secret. That's it.
And she did, yeah, so she couldn't provide context to, don't push the button, turn it off.
Like, she could have said, "Hey, don't push the button. There is an evil dictator living in that quantum realm, and that's the reason we don't go there."
But I slept with him, so I can't say it. Wow. Oh, that really brings the whole movie to its essence, doesn't it? Damn, bro. Oh, I can't stop smiling. Thank you for that. That was amazing.
That's what Quantumania is, right?
That is literally what Quantumania is.
White woman cheating on her husband and not telling anybody about it, allowing the world to get into danger.
But, okay, let me question this, though. Because you saw that was pretty early on. So, because you saw that, did that not allow you to really think about the fact that he kind of focused his thought?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So you have one of the biggest issues in history happening in the beginning of the movie, which allows you to not see the biggest key to the universe happening at the end. Wow!
See, think about this. So, if we're talking about Marvel, this motherfucker cinematic universe,
Yeah.
they created like 20, 25 movies, brought all of them together.
Yeah, it's mystery
So
almost.
it's amazing,
It's
right?
insane.
And then you have one movie like Thor: Love and Thunder, for example.
Yes.
That's so bullshit.
Well, I do resonate with the guy. I mean, I think if I was to depict Thor, that would be that. That is good, but he's too
But
stupid almost. That's not
this
stupid.
movie is entirely bullshit.
Love and Thunder, dude. There are some scenes in that just took things to that made you feel when he does the split.
I'm not denying.
That's story.
Okay.
Give me your
They
essence.
took one of the strongest characters from Marvel
In the universe, actually, one of the
in the
gods.
universe.
Yeah.
Not even just the cinematic universe,
No.
the actual Marvel entirety of universe.
Yeah.
They took one character which is fucking powerful,
Yes.
wise, has wits, and the strength to back those wits. All right. And they made him a jester.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, bro,
So, oh my god.
what?
So that thing, which is almost a little bit offensive, right? You're gonna be like,
Offensive.
yeah, you're gonna feel triggered by that. So that
Yeah, it's
will not allow you
offensive.
to see everything that he does. That is a good thing, right? Well,
Yeah,
it's gonna be faded, tainted.
exactly. Again, another thing. You did that, and then after that, you could have gone like you were at eternity.
Yeah.
You could have asked for any goddamn thing. You could have asked for Nicole Kidman to get
Oh, yes.
like you're at the fucking. It's like a fountain of youth.
Oh, and
Like
here. Oh my god.
it's like your one free pass.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You could just reset the entire fucking clock with God in its.
Let me hear, because I want to hear your words. So, what did they do instead of all those things?
They made joke out of gore.
Joke out of God, and then with this whole thing where you have all the opportunity, all the things in the world, the only thing that happened was that Thor got a fucking sidekick.
Yeah.
A little girl that doesn't like pancakes. I mean, yeah, it's pretty. It's interesting. Like, you're giving me new
And
perspectives.
you could still have that, Love and Thunder thing. They could have given Thor and Nicole Kidman a nice romantic relationship. Out of that relationship, the kid was born, whose life was in danger, and um, it could have been so many things.
Yeah,
That could have died at the hands of Gore, and then brought back to life by eternity. That could
yeah,
have also worked.
yeah,
But they gave Gore the kid. They also basically decapitated his powers.
yeah.
Like he's shown to be the guy who can kill gods after gods after gods,
Mm.
right? And we don't even get to see any battles.
No, you just hear about them.
Yeah,
That is a
like
pretty
God killed
yeah.
another one. Like, okay, when,
Okay, but
how, why?
yeah, but think about how they are doing things. I mean, there's a spin-off or a side story of every single thing, and we've just gone through the heroes. So now they have
No,
just
think about
put.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
If you have time to bullshit with Thor in Mount Olympus,
yeah,
then you have time and
yeah,
money to also bullshit one more story when actually Gore is fighting someone.
yeah. But you can
And
create
not
a
just
different.
sending his shadow monsters in New Asgard.
Yeah, but that is a relevant thing to the plot of this movie. So if they now take those things, they have all these different other movies that they can create. Gaul versus blah blah blah. Gaul versus blah blah blah.
You think that's happening?
I don't know. Like, you never know,
You think? No.
because now they have created. They have had a short amount of time relatively to create this universe. So now they've gone through all the heroes. they have had some of the big villains and the fight that is relevant to the movie, like Thanos in the Infinity Wars, right? Everyone just massed together and all that stuff. But it also leaves all these other plot lines in terms of Gaul fighting these things. And Ultron, well, you don't really see everything he does when they're trying to find him. You see them when
So
they meet him.
think about this, right? Also, all these movies also start losing their essence when every single thing becomes
Mm.
an issue to the multiverse,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. But then
right?
again, it's completely new. We've never seen something like that.
I'm not denying that we have not seen something like that, but then we have seen something like that in the last 5 movies from Marvel itself.
Yeah, yeah.
It was one time, it was fine. Second time, all right. Third time, wait, what? What? Nothing else to offer anymore?
What happened at the fourth and the fifth?
Like, the journey should be end game, like you start from here and then you reach the top.
Mm.
You do a slow reset, come
Mm.
down, and then start climbing again.
How do you do a slow reset from Endgame?
I mean, you did that in a very beautiful way with Spider-Man.
Oh,
It was not a think about it. It was not the end of the universe. It was definitely, the fabric of the world was gonna collapse and stuff like that. But it was not about the fabric of the world collapsing. It was about Spider-Man becoming the new leader in a way.
yeah.
The plot line was not, oh, if this doesn't happen, the entire world is gonna break apart, the universe is gonna come apart. Of course, that was a thing. But the base of the movie was still that Spider-Man has to accept that he is the hero.
Mm.
So it was
Oh,
the part
accepting
of
your powers. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because that will inspire the viewer and then lead them to kind of create their own
That was
journey.
a nice way to, kind of, but that was also the end of phase four. So they did the right thing that, the world ended
Mm.
and that was the highest point. After that, they did a three-step down thingy with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
And after that, every single event is like boom, 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 boom.
yeah,
Like you could have the same story, but presented in a different wrapper.
yeah. A separate hero's journey on a different frequency. Huh?
Like
Huh?
there needs to be, like you have given Thor this structure where he is the comic guy.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
he's the comic guy. So the entire movie, he's the comic guy. There is nothing happening, and then there is a plot going on.
yeah. What about what about the? Oh fuck, I can't remember his name. Chris Pratt.
I haven't watched Guardian 3.
Me neither. But just the character, Chris Pratt. He's this normal dude from Earth who also have these amazing powers. In some way, being even more powerful than Thor. Kinda like he has more. He has the love, the family. He has a purpose. He have these things. So another inspiring thing that could be, yeah, you
I
know.
don't know.
But he's
I
also a
don't know.
comic.
Yeah, but it kind of, goes well with the character also.
Yeah.
Because, see, he's not the strongest person in the world also, right?
No, no, he's just a normal guy, and
Yeah,
he did this. Oh shit. He wants to do dispute.
yeah.
How can I do that in several contexts? Did this did no did this? How can you do a past tense do dispute?
Did the spewed the D? No.
No, see,
Do the spew? Wait,
you're the poet. I'm relying on your powers.
let me think about this.
Yeah,
Do the spew. Spewed?
disputed.
Spewed.
Wow, disputed. It has. It's like sustainable automation. Dude, you've already named it was spewed because you did the spew, but you have a different, you have a completely new definition of the entire thing. It's like Ehsalese, spewed. It's a concept. Once you know that you have spewed,
This should be it.
tis spewed, tis spewed, tis
Spewed.
spewed,
To spin pewed.
tis spewed. Say that again. Say that again.
It has been pewed. Tis pewed.
It has been. Has been pewed. Tis pewed. I don't.
Tis pewed.
I like it. But sputed flows more. Sputed just goes, it falls over your tongue like it wants to get out. Tispewed. It sounds it sounds angry. Tispewed.
Sputed. It's been sputed. Yeah, sputed is fine.
With it,
Sputed.
yeah, with an I. Spewed. So 2 words kind of. You did the spew, so you spew did. Spewed it. So it's Ehsalese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spewed it. Because if you know what that means, I mean, you now can refer to something where you did the did. You did the spew. You spewed it.
You did the spew, yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
And then you have, you've proven yourself. You walked the talk. You had that success. You had that revelation, insight. You spewed it.
Yeah.
It's
an episode coming up called Sputed.
No, I think it's a part of Ehsalese. Ehsalese, if you really want to live Ehsalese, you have to do the spew. And once you have spewed, you know you're on the right track.
Honestly, though, Ehsalese is such a pure word.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Such a pure word that a word which has spew in it cannot be.
Dude, it can. Because Ehsalese is like Thor, but it has more seriousness to it. It is powerful and you know it, but it has all the aspects of the emotions. You know? It's all the emotions. It's a frequency of the spectrum. God damn, why do I always talk like this with you? You're the only one where we get these new ideas, these new words and concepts. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, Thor, I gotta go now. I have an exhibition to prepare, man.
Yeah, I mean, how often can you spew it during the day? Oh, go and do this spew, bro.
I'm gonna blow the horn so the Germans can come.
Yes, do that. That has an amazing effect on people. Oh, my heart is pounding.
The blowing was too high.
Yeah, I'm SLSing so hard.
Oh, that's called orgasm.
That is true. I love you, bro. Thank you for this.
Same here, man. I love you. I needed this energy.
Yeah.
My energy is I've been actually kind of running on low energy reserves lately. And this is like a short amount of fill into the energy reserves again. I'm running on highest
short amounts of energy fill?
I'm running on high amount of stress all the fucking time.
Yeah, but the great thing about let's look at this in engineering terms, right? When the SLS energy comes in and it goes in like this, it's gonna push the other things down so that the stress will just leave your asshole.
I gotta show you. I gotta show you a few things that I made yesterday.
Asshole. Yeah, do it. I'm just gonna write something
down.
I've
been experimenting with how media shapes the idea of masculinity, right?
God damn, your concepts and your ideas are so fucking multi-levered. Holy shit. Yeah. Yes.
So let me show you the ads. I've shown you a few, but then I found more.
You have just
today, so I'm just sending you all of them at once.
Yeah, of course.
It's a comment on our fucking society of how we live, man.
And you're doing it. See, just seeing.
Wait! Don't see.
I love when you do that.
Don't see. Yeah, I want to see your reaction, so I'm gonna share it on the screen so that you get to see.
Okay, now it's time for a disclaimer.
Yeah.
This conversation is going to be a podcast episode. I've been recording this, so when you share this now, when you share the screen, I'm gonna do something. Go on.
Okay. You gotta allow me to share the screen then.
Oh, it's the permits and what we're allowed to do in this world. It's insane.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Let's look at a variety of society. I've been having fun with rhyming and stuff lately.
It's a good thing to do.
It is a good thing to do. I fucked up. So I don't. Why does it say started screen sharing, but I can't see anything on the screen?
Can you see now? Your screen sharing is paused. Resume screen sharing.
Yeah, don't pause it.
I'm not pausing it. It's not allowing me to. Wait, let me start sharing again.
Yeah.
Desktop share. Can you see it now?
Now I can't see it. Yes.
All right. So I made some more ads of how.
Oh, you're so good looking, bro. Don't
Yeah,
say anything more.
there's
Just
actually.
take it. Just take it. Look at that body.
Yeah.
Dude, but okay, how much of this are you creating? Because I also want to see which elements of display, like which creative things are you adding like details.
The face is mine. The text is mine.
Okay, so you didn't put the little glimmer on the razor blade.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't have to there. So
Yeah.
I'm taking ads and I'm adding my comment on ads. That's
Yeah.
that's appropriation.
Yeah, but you're
I'm
also
recontextualizing things which have already existed
yeah,
to
but
suit the narrative that I want to portray.
I love that. And also, but you have I have a theory. Like when you're a really good cook, you can basically transfer an emotion to the person who's eating your food.
Mhm.
And when you're into a special kind of music, that music will transfer that emotion. And sex transfers that emotion. You have a beautiful way of first of all words. Your words are amazing. But the images that you pick have all these
Mhm.
things that most people don't think about. The contrast and the face and all these things that just matches
Mhm.
so good. It's transferring your fucking emotion. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
so thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so there's this one, then we have this one.
That
Well,
is
this part, like everyone else has a better life, that was not the actual part of ad.
that is yours.
That one I added.
Yeah, of course. I love it. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's fucking shitty.
Yeah, it is.
Built for real men. Like what the fuck?
Everyone else has a better life. I love this. It says so again, it transfer an emotion. It's like you know what this means and you don't like it. But it's so good that you cannot help but love it. It's like yeah, fantastic job.
And then we have this one. This small part at the bottom and the name of the change of the name
Yeah,
is my.
and your face. Like dude, it's so good. Calvin Klein. Objectification. Reveal more objectification. Ah. Oh,
And
you deserve all the things, bro.
and this is a bourbon whiskey, and I found it very homophobic, honestly.
Yeah,
So I was
a
like,
little
oh
bit.
wait, I have to work on this. So and their tagline is Cougar Bourbon, straight up lousy.
God damn. Like
Yeah.
your stuff, that's what I love. Your stuff is so I think profound is the good word because when you see it and when you kind of ingest it, when you reflect on what you're looking at, you're put into a kind of oh fuck state. It's one of those hmms. It's a shift. When I have any good conversation that is really making an impact, it stops the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You have the same thing with these messages in your ads because it just
Mm-hmm.
it makes you feel
Mm-hmm.
without words. It's Ehsalese. It's Ehsalese. I'm so glad you spewed it
I've been spewing so much.
so much, bro.
Well, this is not really part of the entire narrative. It's a different comment on a different thing.
Oh my god, yes. Ah!
But then this was from McDonald's, okay? And it was talking about depression and
Yeah,
anxiety and all of these things. So again,
yeah.
yes, where to make it come?
We don't want to help everyone. We just want to help our niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have.
But go back a
Yeah.
little bit. Go back a little bit because there's one thing that I was caught on. Executives and need therapy. It's written in a way where you cannot. There is no way you cannot see that that is kind of a completely different thing to what you've seen. You've seen that has been added, right? When I saw that, I was like, huh, that could have been done differently. But then I thought, no, that cannot possibly be done differently, because that is the point of this entire thing, because it has that realness. This is it, you know?
Like, I'm not trying to change what is already there.
No.
I'm just
No.
trying to add my comment on what is
Yeah,
there.
you're going one layer deep. Like, they see the cover of the book, but you show them the essence of what they can read.
I don't know whether it is like that or not, but coming from marketing for such a long time and also
Yeah.
realizing how different kind of ads and medias uh, share our understanding of how the world functions.
Yeah.
Also, it helps you become sensitive towards certain things and desensitizes yourself, or is that a word?
Yeah.
Desensitizes it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It desensitizes you towards other things. The same thing, in a simpler context. Earlier, looking at photos was such an interesting thing to do
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
a handful of people had cameras, and then when a great photo story would come out, everybody would interact about it, talk about it. But now you look at Instagram, I think over 1 million photos are uploaded on a daily basis.
Probably even more. Probably even like
Yeah,
an
probably even more.
hourly.
I think I forgot the number, but I did some checking on that. So think about how much things we are producing and how much desensitized
Yeah.
we have become towards certain things.
I mean, look at the fucking children's movies have killings and explosions and stuff. But dude,
Yeah,
and also in AI. Now, with AI, it just goes even further.
yeah.
Yeah, people can't see anything anymore.
So yeah, this was the idea to actually talk about what things I've noticed around and in different kind of ways, right?
Yeah, but the way
And
you do that,
to me, this ad is a clearly homophobic ad.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
It could be a nice, although the guy is ice skater, but then amazing.
Yeah,
It's such a, I mean, that's how they dress up. It's so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're
And then,
like, again, like we said that it's so easy for someone to make other people hate. If you just make more or as many of those people hate it at the same time and you hate the same thing, now
yeah,
that just becomes the norm. And
yeah.
that, yeah, fucking hell. Ah,
Like again, this one, I've been
Christ.
noticing the amount of shit which is project every single. Okay, I'm not against working out or having
No,
a fit
no.
body.
You're
All
doing
right, doesn't make
dispute.
any sense. Yeah, but then the thing is that
This makes it look like a red pill.
yeah,
Yeah, take this for an instant gratification effect because this is the normalcy we're
yeah,
looking
you
for.
wanna get girls. Yeah,
Look, yeah.
might not, but you wanna get
God
girls,
damn.
but then if you are fat, you won't get a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
But with Axe Effect, nobody cares whether
Exactly.
you're fat or not.
Exactly.
Like you are fat, but they're gonna think that you are fit. Like, bro, come on, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like you're literally feeding people the fucking mask. Like you're
Yeah,
creating the drones. Like just this
yeah,
is what we want from you. This is what is accepted now. Fuck, dude. See what your pictures and images and art is doing? My heart is
yeah.
pounding.
Oh,
Thank you
and
for that.
then there's this one.
God damn it, bro.
Like again, the
Oh
red
my
poster at the
god.
bottom is mine.
Yeah.
And Gold
Yeah.
Gym is notoriously famous for their ads of this sort.
Fuck. So, actually, right now, I'm appreciating the fact that Facebook does not allow before and after pictures. Kinda. Yeah.
I saw.
Because then this is not on Facebook, right?
No, no.
No.
So advertisement at that point.
Exactly. It's real advertisement because on Facebook they don't want to do this. So then you see that there is one aspect of Facebook that would imagine this being on Facebook.
Yeah.
It would create havoc. I mean, it's already created genocide. So I'm very grateful for the whole no before and after pictures feature. Thank you.
And then this is the last one.
Oh fuck, dude.
It said, "Consider your man card reissued" at a gun advertisement.
Oh, and then you have the fucking the realness. I saw that on the last one too, and I really appreciate your fucking on how they should think from seeing this.
Yeah.
Because the gun's a leading cause, and then you're like, it is actually worse than car accidents, which everyone knows is almost one of the leading ones in 2020. So you're like, fuck, you're really making everyone see everything. This is revolutionizing, brother.
Yeah. So, and I think this is just the start of what I've been trying to do.
Hold on, I'm just reading the last sentence.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
If it's good enough for the professional, it's good enough for you. Bushmaster, the world's finest commercial AR platform rifle. Yeah, this is what I've seen so far. Just the your portfolio, for instance, the contrasted Brazilian tour view, that the look. You are now, like, from what I've seen, the message that you're giving out, the feelings. How much have you put out so far? Like, how much of this is actually viewable for more than me?
Not much actually.
Why?
Last few months I've been focused on improving. I won't say improving, but battling my mental health.
Let's go back to that and just. Do you feel bad? Like, was there a time in history now where you were worse off? I have that on camera. Yeah, so I have it in camera.
Every day.
I need to get to Spain, bro.
It's a constant battle. It's a constant journey. You take 2 steps forward, you take 1 step back.
Yeah.
Some days you take 3 steps back and then 2 steps forward. So it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a lie. So basically, I need to come down to Spain because all of this has just proven
if my visa doesn't get extended, then July 14th is the deadline.
Holy fucking shit! So, oh my god, are you okay? So the deadline, July 14th, that's when you're gonna leave if you have not. What requirements?
If I don't have a visa, then I'll leave at the end of July.
And what is required for you to extend your visa?
Get a job, get an internship.
You have it. Okay, so you just need a contract. You just need a job for a.
You gotta pay me also.
And you can't do that yourself because if you create something that is going to create your own financial thing, it's not approved by the government.
I think if
probably has to be a year old.
It can be an unpaid internship. I think it can be an unpaid internship, but then I have to show that I have the money.
Yeah, exactly. In Norway, that's one of the main issues that I had when the whole battle of Michelle started, because she could not be in the country because of me, because my paycheck didn't reflect her reason to be here. Like, if I didn't make X amount of money, it was not a good thing that we were a family. So I saw that I could create a business, but that business had to be 6 months or a year old and then providing tax returns for the prior year. So that's why, if I had a contract saying that I was working, no issue, because then they know those guys are proving that. Okay, so how many people have you talked to in Spain? Does it has to be in Spain, the business?
I think it can be anywhere in the world, anywhere in Europe.
Anywhere in Europe or anywhere? Because the way I see it, now remote work has become so big. So if you have a contract that says 𝐓𝐡𝐞 has this job working remotely by the requirement that he's working from Spain. So it is actually, Spain is the main residency.
That works. But at the end of the day, they have to pay me certain amount of money.
Yeah, exactly.
So it cannot be that I cannot really speak to my friends unless they actually need to hire someone.
Yeah, exactly. I see what you mean.
So it has to be an actual job.
Yeah.
Or if it's an unpaid internship, which is part of the legal process, it's an unpaid internship. I have to show that I have the money, which is not the issue.
Yeah.
But finding an opportunity. But then I have been in conversation with a couple of places, so I'm pretty hopeful in the next 1 week it will resolve itself.
But what places?
Some jobs, some opportunities, some companies.
Tell me more, because do you love what they do? Like, do you really desire and dream of working for them?
Again, there are things that you do because they are a necessity, and there are things that you do because it brings you happiness.
But I have created a dream life based on the fact that I want to make that thing my source of income. Like, the essence of happiness is my source of income.
Or that's the thing also. it's gonna be a weird choice of word right now.
Mm.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Okay, so I'm going to shift your world right now.
No. I'm not questioning what you say.
No.
I'm not. No, wait. I'm not questioning what you are saying. I completely agree,
Mm.
right? But then I also got to see that in this moment, what's a necessity,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
right? Building
yeah.
something from scratch or building my life. I've been doing that for like what 6, 7 years now.
Mm.
Building a life of what I want can be can take time.
Mm.
However, knowing that I need a visa extension right now, that would come from an internship or a job,
Mm.
it's a means to an end. And we gotta stop glorifying and romanticizing the idea that everything that you do in your life has to, fulfill you. Certain things have to fill you. That's it.
I like that. That's a good definition.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's okay to be normal. What happened to being normal? Like everybody wants to be an Instagram influencer or a YouTube influencer, or you want to be in movies and get all the fame. And what happened to just going out in the sun and enjoying life? That is where life is happening. And people do love that. People do love that. But then it's not it's not romanticized enough.
No.
The idea of traveling has become from exploring a new place to going to fancy places and taking off places. And I've been here, been here, been here, been here.
Hashtag look at my Instagram.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That these things. That's what I'm saying. That right now, for me, getting a job or an internship
Mm.
is a means to an end. That's about it.
Mm.
And it doesn't matter how it comes. That's it. I mean, am I gonna stop myself from doing the thing that I love? No. Like, for example, if I get a job in something which I absolutely do not like, will I stop taking pictures or painting or writing poems? No, I won't. I still have my weekend. I still have my evenings.
You are going to continue writing your poems and take your pictures because
What?
why do you want to continue taking your pictures and writing your poems even though you're chasing a job?
No, the thing is, the project that I'm working on right now, which is called This is Masculinity, talking about contemporary definition of people and how they perceive masculinity and how they relate to the masculine energy. I want to work on that project in an international perspective.
Mm.
And in India, I won't get that international perspective.
Mm. Go on.
I can reach out to people, but then I have to do those things on Zoom. I cannot actually meet people, take photos of them, and interview them from people from so many countries. So my visa extension, which comes from a random job or an internship, for me, it's a mean for me to continue staying here so that I can work on my project. And I have access to some amazing art libraries here. That's all it is. You see, we look at it's the same side of the coin. I can't start fighting that. Oh fuck no! I want a job in photography. I want a job, artist job. I want somebody to give me a grant right now. That will happen in its due time.
Mm.
But right now, what do I need? Right now, I need a visa extension. How do I get that any way possible? That's it. It's the warrior mindset. We go through things. We have to do things. That's it. Like, in order to not lose the war, I have to pick a battle to fight. And I'm picking a battle to fight, which is just finding a way to stay here. That's it. Yeah. See, I told you. Well, wait.
Oh, you shouldn't do that too soon.
Well, that's what she said.
I'm going to do that in a very short moment, you see.
All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, you are an exceptionally skilled person. There's not a lot of people like that because most people do something to have a job, to get the money just to pay for the things they want, having a house, probably going for by the system, getting a house that they don't even live in because they have a job that has to pay for it, and really sacrificing freedom and leisure and all the opportunities to live in flow, Ehsalese. So we're doing things as a means to an end, instead of focusing on the feelings that we would do even if we weren't paid for it. You're doing your job. You're doing your poems. You're taking a picture because when you see the beauty in the world, you want to enjoy it, and you would do that no matter what. If you have a camera and you're down to your t-shirt and nothing else, you will continue to take those pictures. You don't have a choice. You're being pulled by Ehsalese. So what if I told you now? I'm going to give you a narrative. Like, fuck off. Right? What if you made people feel? What if they knew that you made them feel? What if they knew that the skills and the things that came from the magical experience they felt came from you? That is a very valuable asset. Extremely. And I think that most people who feels like that would be more than happy to pay for it. Because they have the money, they just don't have the fucking talent. And then you have talent, but you have extraordinary. I would do this without a penis talent. Now we have to stop on that little sentence because that was like, if you cut off your penis as a man, it would hurt. You would probably feel differently afterwards. And even though you were in that bad situation, you would continue to take pictures, probably of the event itself, because it shaped your reality. It's deep. Most people don't think like that. So when they see this, that you are now on your journey, you have this amazing talent, and they see the video that we have just made, they are able to reach you. And then you can basically deal out your own cards. You have chopped off the hand that was dealt, and you have started to sprinkle joy in the new cards that you deal. So, where can people reach you to get your amazing talent? And, this is not free. How much do you charge? For your time. Oh, for your time, for your life. How much would it take for you to be able to do everything you do exactly how you do it, just getting paid for it?
Well, I think living expenses and comfortable living for my family included would be at least 5,000 euros a month.
Yeah, so 5,000 euros a month, that is what you baseline yourself at. Yeah. And people pay, what, $200,000 a year to be in contact with people who can inspire them. So
Yeah.
they pay 50,000 at least for 6 months of coaching, which is, to be honest, today filled with fakeness and inauthenticity because they have that same mentality I was talked about. They put a magical cover on their Facebook saying that they're an expert without having to spewed it. They had never spewed it in their life. So if they don't do the spew, how the fuck can their clients spew it? They're not really in Ehsalese. Now, if you come out there as a real person, because you've already made people feel, this is what I mean by leading with the experience. Walk your talk, and then people will see, oh shit. Then you can say exactly how you want it to be for you to give that out. You can have a YouTube channel that just talks about your things. A membership that is $1,000 a month. Your personal coaching, your consulting, whatever they need for you for $50,000 for 2 months of getting into their universe, learning everything about them, and then sharing their fucking essence and authenticity, sharing their realness. Would you agree that that sounds like a fucking valuable system or valuable service? By the way,
Remember how we started the conversation?
honestly, no. We have been channeling all the time, so everything that has happened has happened. I accept that.
I said that I plan on finally making my own marketing setup ready.
Yeah.
And you said, why just marketing and why not your own self? Like, yeah, that sounds like the thing to do, right?
It does.
That's the plan. So right now, the only focus is to finish the exhibition, which is on 29th of June.
That's not a long way. 25th today?
I have like a lot of work left.
How much? What? How much? What can I do to help you?
I don't even know.
Then get a clear plan on that. Yeah, you know what?
Oh, I need
What
to
do you
design
want
a
to give?
fucking I need to design a magazine.
What do you have the content for it? Didn't you send me a
I have
magazine?
to- Sorry, what?
Didn't you send me a magazine once that you got printed?
I need a couple of things, but then I have to design like a male magazine kind of a style.
Why? Oh, because,
Is a part of the project.
oh, but I see why. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, what's else? Because you have the content for the magazine, you just have to get it printed. Yeah.
Now I have to create the design.
You can create the design. You already have all the things. When are you going to do that?
After I finish my wall layout.
Your wall layout. How big is that? Because you showed me the
That's-
scene.
Wait. It has like 14 elements minimum,
Yeah.
and that's gonna take some time.
How many do you have now?
I have like the base of everything. I just have to scale them up to the right sizes.
So done at the printing place?
And the printing place is printing thing is gonna happen tomorrow.
That's happening tomorrow.
It's happening tomorrow, yeah.
They can't create the magazine?
Nope.
But this is Barcelona. There's bound to be some sort of physical magazine printer, or you can just staple them together, I guess.
No. They can create the magazine. They can print the magazine. That can happen. But I still have to provide them a design, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is starting tomorrow. What is your deadline to create the design?
There's no deadline.
Oh, so you can start this right after the call then.
Actually, I plan on doing that. I told you, right? My energy was.
Yeah.
So I thought I could speak to you. I could get.
Did you use me as an energy inlet? I like that.
I've been using you all along.
Has it worked?
You're too busy blowing your own horns.
Literally. But I'm doing a really good job at blowing my horns.
See, as long as it works, my friend, I'm happy for you.
Yeah. I like to chase the frequency as you are about to do right now, right? When you're gonna spew it so hard. You're gonna do the spew so hard that you're gonna spew it all over the place, and the SLS is gonna glow from Barcelona. I'm gonna feel it. I do feel it. But now, like my fucking brain itches when I have this thing in my head that I can't answer. That's my curse and a blessing. Because how? I mean, you saw a taste of the horn blowing, but that was not the longest one. And it just kept on growing. So I'm left with, how is this physically possible? Why can't I explain this in quantum physics? I cannot understand why this is going on. So this is my
There is
journey.
a very interesting thing in Hinduism also.
Oh, thank you.
Google this.
Shunk.
Yeah.
Say it. Is that how you said? Shunk?
Exactly like that.
It felt like that.
The thing is that it's the same concept. It's a seashell that you blow, and you need a lot of energy in your lungs, and there's a technique to blow it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a religious practice.
It's like Wim Hof and Joe Dispenza and monks and breathe. It is a legacy key. It is one of those keys to the universe. It's one of those things that did things. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm looking for Shunk, but I can't find it in. I have Shanka. I tried Hinduism, Shunk.
Yeah, that's the issue, you know. I don't know why. For some reason, the people who forged language and took things from India
Yeah.
added A towards the in the end of everything. Like Ramayan became Ramayana.
Oh.
Ram became Rama. Like
I think you have another piece for the project.
bro, it's Shunk. How difficult it is to say Shunk. That's it.
Oh, it says
Shankha.
the Shanka is a sacred emblem of the Hindu preserver god Vishnu.
Yeah.
So that is the thing that I'm gonna. Oh my god! Thank you for this. I'm gonna enjoy learning about this.
Wait, I gotta show this to you now. Share sound.
Oh, dude, I have found a spiritual practice.
But then you have to take care of things while you are.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this spew. So I'm spewed it all over the. I have spewed it all over the place for the last few months.
You gotta be careful with the religious practices. I don't know how good this is.
Stop! Stop!
I stopped hearing you.
Yeah, it's because it probably, but I can hear this. But hold on, hold on.
Like your voice is really low because I'm sharing sound right now.
Okay, we do that after. I'm gonna say something after this. I'm gonna barf.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Can you wait? Hold on for a little bit. Just 1
I
minute.
don't hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is not water. I know. Can you hear me well now? When I feel like I'm gonna spute it, I vibrate. My heart is pounding so hard that I have troubles breathing, and it's hard to communicate. So I know what I'm about to do now might actually shape your reality. You're gonna have a question as to what the fuck did I just see, and that is
Feel it building.
yeah, me too. Oh my god, this is one of those SLS's intersections that actually you feel. This is what I'm saying by really feeling it. I don't know if there is any pre-build to this because I'm still developing this.
No worries.
I stopped in the middle there because I swallowed. That was one breath. Tell me how that is possible. I don't think that was the longest I could do either. I'm
I
right.
think it also depends how base level you are at the moment when you start.
I think so too. I think that
If your heart is pounding, it's gonna be difficult for you
exactly. So when you're doing this just as a practice, you're gonna be in a state where you just I can't explain what I'm feeling now and what I felt when this happened. And knowing that this is recorded and will be published online so for everyone to see.
I'm gonna check the religious practices for 𝐓𝐴, and I'm gonna learn how to blow it.
Yeah, thank you for introducing me to that because now I have a path. Now I have something to learn from just to see how the fuck can I make sense of it? Just like everything else has happened. Just how does that work?
Religious practices for blowing 𝐓𝐴.
Oh, I'm gonna try this after meditation.
Yeah, so the blowing of a conch helps us to maintain the breath intake and releasing capacities. One has to inhale a lot of air and release it in a controlled manner to produce a rhythmic and uniform sound.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Also, interesting thing is that the way you release it shows the quality of sound also.
Exactly. I've said the reason I'm using this is because I give this to new people on the tribe experience, and most people cannot blow it. They will try to force them making it in front of the other people, afraid to be made a fool of. They will think about what will the people think about me, so they continue to be like this. You know, they can't. They have to be in flow with themselves. And when they do, and they get the sound, you see a life shift. I have people crying after making the sound from the horn. And I was like, this is significant. But then when they do get the sound, and you're like, oh my God, I can hear your frequency. You're like, that was amazing. You thought that it was just to a certain extent. Because most people, when they blow the horn, it sounds like you're blowing a horn. It's like, oh, that was cool. You don't really think about it because it has a set duration almost, right? And then if people are out of breath, they go like this. Right? If you continue to go through that, if you just find that tone, as you said, and go through you fainting, it feels like dying, actually, because you're starting to black out. And then once you have faced the fear of dying, basically, you're seeing that there's a completely different dimension behind it, and you can just continue. That is a revelation in itself. Now that I'm calm in my heart, should we try once more, just to see?
Oh, let's go. It was so different. You were calmer. It was smoother.
Yeah. And I wonder what that is going to look like after doing a Wim Hof exercise, alkalizing the blood, where you can just hold your breath on the outtake for a minute or two. Or meditation, like oh my God, this is just opening a brand new world.
This is amazing. All right, I think I gotta go now to start working.
You do that.
Yeah.
Go and do the spew. Oh, call me when you spewed it, and then we can work together, because now you have a deadline. You know what to do. Let me know if there's anything you need, and I'm gonna work on this video, and I'm gonna get you so much money and clients, and just start thinking about your price, about what you want to deliver to your clients, exactly how you want, without no bullshit. They come to you.
Thor, on the 30th.
Yes.
Let's schedule a call. Let's start structuring things.
Yes. Let's do that.
29th is when I complete this exhibition.
Yeah.
And then I plan on taking a small break from actually practicing photography.
Me too. Let's do that together. Let's actually do that. Let's do an adventure together. You and me, just reset, and then we can experience in light, because that's when I think actual magic will happen. Yeah, when we share the experience.
I need to reset. I need to structure my life where, the monetary flows happen on its own. Yes. My website is up and running. I need to edit my website. There are things, the management level things which I need to do
right now until you hire something to do. Yeah, of course.
No. The thing is, I have a project going on anyways on the side.
I know. Yeah.
Issue, right?
Yeah.
Like the money's coming.
I know, but in the future, that's going to be a thing that you're going to do as well. Like when you start to really live as you want to, you still have to update your website, but you're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I need to update all of these things. I need to create my sources. I need to create my structure. I need a 2 weeks reset in where I create my structure of things. Yeah, that's it. So on 29th, I take a break from photography for 2 weeks. Break from that feels wrong saying. I know. Break from working on a project for 2 weeks. And within those 2 weeks, I structure everything else around.
I'm going to talk with my fam, and then see how I can just join you for 2 weeks, because that should definitely be possible. Maybe I can bring my kids. Maybe we can just find a adventure somewhere, and I just bring my kids.
Are you planning on by that you meant coming here?
Maybe. I don't know.
I would be very honestly.
I mean,
But
why
then
not? And then we can travel to Bali or something if you want. But
no,
you're on
actually
a visa.
I'm traveling to Arles in France from the
Mm.
from the 3rd to 7th.
Of July? 3rd to 7th of July. That's very close. But this could happen. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say that it couldn't happen. If
No, but
that
then
happens,
if you wanna come, like come after 7th anytime.
yeah. I will. Dude, this, you don't know probably what this is going to do because this is all just part of the
Yeah.
journey. I'm going to show you something before we hang up because you have work to do. But you're going to see what I mean. It's already created, but bro. This I said to people that I want to change their life by making them experience it first, right? Hold on, I'm gonna make it so that it looks good on the stream. Like that, probably. So you see the screen before we begin?
Yeah.
This is what I want to give people before they even come into any program. This is like before the adventure begins. So I say that for you to reach any goal.
Wait. My energies are balancing themselves right now, and I'm
Nice. This is just going to be a final little boop as you go. This is not going to be big for you because you're just going to be like,
no, this is not the. It's not about this. It's all the conversation we have had. It's all the
it's the
things that I was
realization.
going through.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, also, like I've been carrying this within me for a long time,
Yeah.
and now that I have released these emotions,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
there's a space, this empty place which gets created because you have released. So my body is accepting that empty space now, and that is
Heavy.
overwhelming and heavy.
Yeah.
But then it's overpowering also. So I'll be back. I need to take a breath.
This is what happens. This is the effect of this whole thing, and to see that it has actually manifested itself like this. I've said it so many times. It's happening, but it has always just been one extra little frequency jump from where it was happening already. So many people didn't see what was happening, really. Had no idea. But when you are on the journey, you know the things you've done. You have your experience and you know what you're capable of doing and you know what you know. You know what you have to get to know in order to get to where you want to go. So you have to do this view. And as you do things and you just keep on seeing things not happening, you're creating this entire thing that you had in your mind. And you start to see that there are components and start to get noticed. People are going to see that, oh, what is this person doing, right? And then they're going to tell you what that means to them. And you get a little bit overwhelmed, but it's one of those things that V is going through right now. He has to just realize that this is the next step of that evolution. And every time it happens, it kind of gets more and more intense. So he just realized that his life has changed completely, and he has to breathe through it.
Hi.
And he's back.
I can't stop smiling.
I know.
My body is filled with happiness, and it's Ehsalese flowing all through me, all
Right?
throughout right now. It's such a powerful feeling every single time this happens. I don't know whether it's the exciting part or it's the strangest part, that you feel the same emotion when you're also getting anxious,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because anxiety attacks, they start in the same way, right? With palpitations and feeling overwhelmed.
It's like fear. If you're standing on a 10 feet cliff back first, you're going to feel scared. Or are you? Is it fear? Is it scared? Right? Yeah.
And then there are also emotions like this when happen, and it's like I see the world in a new light again. And it's such an immensely
cathartic experience, I would say.
Cathartic is actually nice.
Cathartic, yeah. Yeah. Before we begin,
Let's do it. Let's just, because this is just the next step, the next chapter. I wanted to create something that could actually provide a feeling. So I wanted to create the adventure that we are now on. I said for you to really reach any goal, any dream, any manifestation, because many people now are using manifestation, and they will say like, "I'm thinking about manifesting this, and I've written it down all over the place, and I'm talking to me in mirrors saying it." But that's just one part of manifestation. Like you have to do the thing in order to do the spew. Like you have to do the spew in order to get a spewed. So you have to have a goal, and most people don't really know where to go at all. They have no idea what their goals are. So if you don't know where you're going, how the fuck are you going to get there? Like we say that you can ride the most beautiful car, but if you don't have a destination, you're going to run out of gas. But if you have a beat up Beetle that just half the adventure is starting the fucker, but it has a GPS and you know where you're going, the adventure between that and reaching it is just going to be so much fun if you can enjoy the ride, basically. Flo and SLS said, do the things that you feel like instead of things that you think about. But after a goal, we have to see it. We really have to see where we're going. So you have to have vision and really go into the vision. And in meditation, you can feel a vision. So you're going in and reliving this. You're creating the scene that you're going to see from the world, and you're just going towards it. That's it. You know where you're going because you've already seen it and you live in it. And you have a goal to do things with it as you arrive. And when you do that, I guess you're always flowing. You are already at your goal because you're seeing it. You're living it. You see all the things that you're doing, and it's going to lead towards where you're going. It feels like you can see the future because it just, in order to get to that future, I just have to do X, Y, Z. Like if in order for me to buy that car, I need to put off X amount of money every month. It's like a step-by-step thing. So you have to be emotionally excited about it, emotionally invested. When you see where you're going and you have the vision and you can feel it, yeah, you can feel it. If you're doing a good job, you're going to feel it. And that is one of the main things you need. You need to really feel, because if you feel, that's a frequency. That's a vibration. That is information. And the whole thing that I did before, where I basically laid out my current understanding of the journey of the thought, where the emotion is nothing else but the energy that we're all in all the time. And energy attracts more of the same. So having the emotion, the high vibing state that V is at right now, where you just have to accept the fact that you are well on your way and you're about to hit something, you feel excited about this. The energy is just going to provide more. Energy attracts more of the same. But in order to get to anywhere, we need to know how to get there. So V is going to create a website. He's going to do a whole bunch of things with portfolios and magazines and art displays. All these things have practical things that he's going to do. And then once you do those things, once you do the spew, once you have spewed it enough times, you will reach your dream. That's it. It's literally that easy. And it's not, it's simple. It is not easy. Basically, that's what I would say. What do you think, bro?
I think it's a pretty decent plan. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah. Because we're living the experience of it working. So we're just now trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing. That's going to be interesting to know.
What my question is, now this is the consultant taking over, okay? When do we have this appear on the website?
Oh, this is already up. This has been
No,
happening the last few
when
months.
does it appear? Like if I go visit the website, what do I see? Is this what I see?
Oh, yeah.
This is what I see. Like
No, not yet. No, because we're now creating it. So this is, yes,
no, I'm
today.
asking you.
Yes.
Which, no, you gotta tell you
Right.
take me through you showed me what it is.
Yeah.
Visually, you showed me what it is. Where does it fit in the structure of things?
It has to go on the landing page. That's what I'm doing right now. So right now, the videos that has been on Facebook and YouTube. So I have not created it because I created it and shared it, and then now I'm going to incorporate that as the first thing, because this conversation, this is what really proved it to me. Now I can see where the magic is, so I can put it where it has to be.
It's visually amazing.
Thank you, bro. It's not it's better than that. I just couldn't, with my current setup, I couldn't make it more advanced yet. But what if?
However, it's highly ambiguous.
Oh yes, you cannot go if the goal is not scaring the shit out of you. Don't try. It's very ambiguous. Wait, okay.
Nope.
Oh my god, he has something to drop on me now.
You are saying this from the concept of your understanding of what the user already knows.
Yes.
But you gotta realize that where you are vibrating here,
Yes.
your user is gonna vibrate here.
Yes.
So whatever you create vibrating here
Yes.
is going to be incomprehensible by the user at this level. So you gotta bridge the gap and make it less ambiguous.
Yes.
Because right now, all you have is a bunch of words with a very beautiful animation
No.
slowly appearing. Well,
I'm gonna show you something.
it says before we begin, goals, vision, emotion, plan,
Yeah.
dream.
Oh, yeah, of course. That is part of a
Got it.
that is just part of a 90 deck presentation. So that was what I just showed you now. It was just to cap off our conversation, but of course, as always, we end up in doing something completely different, and end up in a new, freaking amazing place. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Oh Lord. So this is where when you go to
Remove the
Saga.
pipes.
Hmm.
Remove the pipe.
The pipe.
Yeah, the symbol is called pipes. I think it's called a pipe. Self-awareness, pipe, growth, pipe, adventure. Remove the pipe.
Oh, thank you, bro. Oh, this is gonna be interesting now. Shit, I was not prepared for this. Okay, let's just try. This is the landing page, saga.theseppola.com.
Your embark on a transformative saga journey. Phone doesn't go well with rest.
Oh Lord. Okay, which
It's
one?
a beautifully designed thing, but you need a simpler font on body.
Yeah, this is
Little
new
simpler
script.
so that a little simpler so that it's easier to read.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger block of text.
Yeah, I've been thinking about. I was about to use Open Sans or Montserrat, but I think like I didn't feel like it was capturing the essence of this thing. So this,
Yeah, try it out. Try different things like Roboto or Railway or different kind of phones.
yeah, actually,
Even
Railway is
Helvetica or even Helvetica. I mean, people, it's the lazy choice, but I think it is one of the best things to use
probably why it's lazy choice.
because it's so minimal, it's so simple that it
Yeah.
becomes a lazy choice.
Okay, what do you think about the headers?
I love it.
Okay, because the headers was basically the only thing
Maybe
that I.
is the font on Saga and the
Yeah.
body is the same?
No, Saga is Gaudi Bookstore 911 or something I'd never used before, and then but I found two. So
Okay.
I'm still right there. That is a good catch because I'm still trying to figure out, do I want this? Because I have two headers. The Gaudi seems to be used most when it's only about Saga. When this is kind of the essence of. Then you have
Yeah, but
some
that's
called
the thing.
Yomolhari. That became like the subheader. So the Yomolhari is basically the header font.
Again.
Too many fonts, I know.
Oh,
But
that's the thing. But Saga, considering the entire look and feel of what you have,
mm,
the font on Saga is
mm.
the least strong font. Yeah,
Do you,
least strong font.
do you think that I should basically put in some effort and create a actual, Photoshop thing of Saga?
No, change the font.
Do you think there is a font that could represent what that is? What
Yeah,
Saga is?
any font which is not so curvy that it looks like Comic Sans, but in a good way.
Ooh, mic drop. All right, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone that comes to mind? Have you gone through fonts like that has that thing?
Even the font that you have, I would just replace your I would start with the font that you have there, and I would replace it up there once. I would create different variations of it.
I do like that font, Cincel. That's also the same font that I
It's
use
an
for.
amazing font.
Yeah, I use that on the slide as well. That's why it looks so fucking good. Just before we begin, just the way that stands there, it's just ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's my font. Maybe 𝐶𝐶𝐞 is the.
Stencil is a fantastic font.
It is. It's fucking creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, bro. That's happening. So,
And also another thing, maybe try losing the shadow behind Saga.
on Saga. Yeah.
Yeah. Because everything else is on the wall and Saga has a shadow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Makes
that
it a
yeah, because I was always in the beginning I was seeing like Saga. That word has to be separated completely because it's so
yeah, but then you're separating it with color, font size.
yeah.
Anyway, it's not like it's a single word right over there. It's anyway gonna be
I like that. Thank you, bro. 𝐶𝐶𝐞, remove the shadow. And also
remove
the
the
body font.
yeah.
This is also something I want to. Maybe this is the video that is put here because this has been just a piece by piece patching project that doesn't really convey what it is because I have the footage. I haven't put it together, so I don't have the real something that I feel. Ooh, this is it. But I have the footage. I think I have all the pictures. Now I just have to figure out how the fuck do I put all this together. It's a week, dude. Okay, no, it's actually more. I wanted to create a small project that symbolizes the entire journey I've been on, the decade-long journey. 2 weeks before I did it, huh?
It's difficult to symbolize everything in a week.
Yeah, except more, but it did. So here's the story. I said 2 weeks before it happened that I wanted to have an adventure. And so after 1 week, I was called by my client. I would say it's not really a client, he hasn't paid me. But one of my friends who we have talked, much like you and me, right? And he went from his old town and he moved across country. He quit his job. He started a new job, which is now almost providing $20,000 a month in revenue. And his life has shifted. He's still finding his way, much like you can probably resonate with, right? And he called me up, and that was the adventure I was waiting for. That was the adventure that I said, this is going to happen. So as that happened, I was like, oh shit, I said that and then it happened. Well, then fuck, I need to actually document this because I think that this is going to be very, very, very substantial. And I would like to see what I can do with it. So I go into ChatGPT and I ask it, if I have all this going on and I'm now currently doing this, I want to make a documentary kind of thing of that journey. Is there any good angle I could take on that? Because I want to be creative and it's going to be symbolizing this, that. I gave it as much context as I could. And he also, like ChatGPT, had been helping me with Saga. So all of this thing is just coming together. So he comes up with a idea where you're taking a microcosm and putting him into a macrocosm. So the entire journey, all that has happened, could be tried to be conveyed inside of that 1 week, that one thing, that one project that is going to just be everything. And I was really feeling good about that. I printed a shot list. I had ideas as to what I should document. So I have my trip going to the bus, me brushing my teeth as I'm having the realization, me talking about the trip before I go, documenting the flow out, the bus, what I think about as I'm looking out of the bus, what I'm thinking about as I'm going to the journey to get to the adventure, what happens on the adventure, wheels up, wheels down, fucking panic as I'm realizing you need a boarding card to take a plane, by the way, and you don't have. There's not a lot of time to do that. 10 minutes before the plane is going to take off, and they're already boarding. So there's an adventure happening, and I documented as I was running with my new boarding ticket towards the gate and all the things. And as I come up there, it just continues. I was documenting how it felt to sleep underneath a glacier, how it felt to give this the power of the God prompt that I've been using in ChatGPT to actually help me do this, and meeting new people in AI and business and just like-minded souls. How, like, in 7 days, more, no less, I went from Tuesday to Friday, and in those few days, everything happened, and I had all the footage to create the thing that I saw I wanted 2 weeks prior, and here I am. Like, what the fuck? It has that video has to be here. This is what you can expect from Saga. Oh my god, yeah. So here I want to really make this better because this is just
lose the center alignment.
Oh, interesting. Now we're talking deep because this has been something that I have been struggling with.
I've been told that by Brazilian Tour, actually. He's a designer.
He sounds amazing.
Yeah. that when you central align things like this,
Hmm.
your eye cannot follow the structure of the
That makes
text,
so much sense.
right?
Yes.
Because every single time you have to, when you are left aligned or right aligned, right? You know where you are starting from.
Yeah. That's
And
what
your
that
mind,
was missing. I can't add more elements to this because I'm missing that.
yeah.
Fuck, bro.
So maybe put all of this on left alignment or create tabs about program structure, tiny piece. And then,
Oh.
boom, you click one, you get text. You click one, you get text. You click one, you get, and you make it more engaging. A person cannot just also, it increases the amount of time spent on the website. A
And
person cannot,
interactivity and engagement and everything. I can add elements to that. I can create an experience for reading about.
exactly.
Thank you for that. That was good. Good advice. Good nugget. Thank you so. Okay, so now basically then I have I can actually see the hair because I wanted to show the inside a little bit. And here I just had the first 6 and look at what happens when I hover it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Actually there's a inside there's this boom, it glows up when you hover it inside. But this is, the landing page. They're not going to get the full experience. Maybe one of them will. I don't know. I'm still there. The Call of the Legacy Forger, step 1, right? Chapter 1. It used to be day 1 to 10 up to 100 days, but this is now becoming a life
I gotta
adventure.
finish in 5 minutes. I have to finish in 5
Yes,
minutes.
I love it.
I
Thank
know
you.
we can go on
No,
and
no,
on,
this
but then
is
I
perfect.
cannot. Yeah.
It's perfect. So here,
Yeah.
the Bridge of Bravery, the Path of Perseverance, the Meeting with the Men, Tor.
Ah,
The battles, bonds, and bravado, approaching the anvil of truth. All of these are like that. The crucible of courage. When you're going in and you're going to do the spew, you have to do something to spew it. And then it just goes into different, very detailed. But I'm thinking I'm going to refine and take away and add more essence of it. And with it, this didn't come out right because it changed, but this is going to be amazing. And then we come down here a little bit more. This is a good landing page according to my professional opinion.
it is, no doubt. It's actually a solid landing page.
Exactly. And this has a little bit of the essence. I'm not sure if you can hear my. You think you can hear me if I play now? Check it out. Does this look? You hear it?
Okay.
Okay.
Mystical and weird? I hope so. Welcome to the FML project. My name is Tor, and I have been on one heck of a journey. That journey is still undergoing. Like, my journey is still just beginning. But during this, I have accepted things into my life that I really couldn't comprehend when I accepted them. I really didn't know that I was accepting them, actually, but that's another story. This is the FML project, and it's basically the culmination of an idea. It started in here, which is pretty insane just to think of that. But it had brought me to different paths in life, and every path has unveiled something even more mystical and esoteric. Right now, you are stepping into this world, and this is where we are creating cosmocentric Vikings who's forging their own realities. To unpack your true, authentic self in ways that you could not even fathom. You see, when you step into your truth, something magical happens. You get filled by this, I'm not sure if I'm going to say spirit, but it's basically, I think I need to talk right here in case.
Do you like what?
I like it.
This is 3 years before. 3 years before, bro. Yeah, I know. And this is just a video I found, so I figured, I can just use it. Do you see how huge it is? Also, it's $100.
Sure. Interesting thing.
Goddamn.
In future, if you're talking, don't keep your hands in your sweatshirt.
No, I know. It was cold. But yes. It was 3 years ago as well. It was as we
I am the same. It was distracting.
Yeah.
You know the thing, when you show me these things, I don't just see them. I see them from an analytical and a consultant and a
I
creative
love that. I love
it's
that.
like I'm analyzing what's going on.
Yeah.
Again, lose the central alignment all over.
I will do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that today, and I'm gonna add more elements of interactivity.
You know, interesting thing can
See,
be,
look at this.
for example, this thing.
Yes.
This is what I was saying. It can become more interactive there.
Yeah.
Can you go up? Go up. Yeah, like this part, exclusive launch offer, right? This stays in central alignment because it kind of breaks the pattern where everything else is on left.
Oh!
That stays in central alignment.
Ooh, that's why you're good. See, if you, what do you want to do, V? You can write your own ticket. Thank you for that. But now I want to talk to you about something that is, because now you've seen the landing page and the before we
I
even get in.
have to go.
Yes. Oh, yes. I will not hold you. But this is $100.
Yeah.
Lifetime access for $100. So yes,
Cheap.
there we go. That's the reaction, because they say give them a discount or a offer they cannot refuse. I was like, well, they cannot fucking refuse that. But then now, July 1st, it goes up to $100 per month. And then a few months after that, it is €1,000 per month. So I'm now just developing something that is going to create new path for itself and become a complete system. Because then I can keep on building, keep on structuring, keep on making amazing things.
Question.
Yes,
What's more important for you?
I do it.
Changing the lives of a lot of people
Or changing a lot of
or
just
changing the lives of people who can afford it?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, see, because my thing is, you don't do this spew when you can afford $100, because you do that on a night out anyways, right? You don't think about it, you don't value it. So that's why I have decided to change it the 1st of July, because then all of a sudden I pre-qualify them who don't take action now. So I want to really reward those people who take action and see that, and they want to commit, because if they don't, they're never going to get there. So then I'm offering them a chance.
100.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. It's so cheap. It is actually probably the reason why no people buy it, because they don't see the value in it. So it's going to continue to go boop, 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 boop. This video right now is just the explanation as to what you have been missing if you have not taken action so far. Because the 1st of July,
Have you running ads? When do you start running ads?
I have not run ads because I have been trying to just, the money that has been coming in has been used for survival. I was homeless for 3 months. I shat in a bucket with a pea. I've been doing this while being homeless. If you tell me that you are not living your dream or doing what you can, talk to me about it and I will snap you right out of it.
All right, no, fair enough. All right, let's continue.
Yes. No, you go now. This is the cliffhanger that I want to leave you with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I pay €100 right now or afterwards?
That's up to you, actually. Because you have been the source inspiration for so much of this. I mean, it makes sense to me that for the people who actually commit, they should be rewarded, right?
Yeah.
And there are 2 people that should not even have to think about paying for this, and you being one of them, because this, it could not have happened without you. This is you as well. I'm going to pull you into this, and you're going to get paid by doing things in this. I'm just saying.
That's interesting.
I know, that's something we have to talk about when it gets there. Just so many things are happening.
Also, a very interesting thing happened. I had the most interesting conversation with Tesha.
I haven't spoken to Tesha in fucking months, and it's stupid.
I had the most exciting conversation.
What is going on with her? I have to call her after,
Sent
actually.
a message called "we," just typing it out, and I replied back, and then she never replied back.
That sounds like Tesha. Literally, that sounds like Tesha. I'm going to call her after, because I was made aware of a perspective yesterday where some people, they're just so in flow that they will forget what they do. So if they don't have a person taking them into the conversation that they should have remembered themselves, they won't do that. They will just continue through life. She's amazing that way. So I'm going to just call her.
Right.
I'm not going to ask.
Got to go.
Got to go. Okay.
Got to go.
I love your face. Ciao,
Thanks
ciao.
for so long, man. It was so good.
I mean, yeah, but just before we stop then, what do you think?
Last time you said that we continued for 30 minutes after that.
Yeah, I know. But what do you think of the conversation? What has this done for you? Quick.
Oh, you experienced it. You saw it.
See, that's the beauty of documenting it.
Yeah.
Don't have to tell. Just watch the video. Okay, thank you, bro.
Right.
So.
Right. Come on, you have a fucking recording. I was like, I need to let this be a part of me. I went outside, I breathed, and I was breathing
Right.
For any person who was looking at me from the outside, my eyes was closed. I was standing at the balcony with light on my face, and I was smiling from ear to ear. I was like,
It's insane.
Any person who was standing out, they were like, "What the fuck?" I want what that guy is on.
I was asked twice yesterday if I was on something, but I said yes, life. I recorded that, so that's gonna be in the video. Seppolini's kitchen. Okay, you have to go. I love your
All right.
face. I will
Ciao,
see you.
ciao.
I will see you soon. I will hug you soon.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
God damn. I'm not gonna expand on this. If you still have not gone into Saga, you now, before the 1st of July, have a chance to get it for 100 lousy dollars. Euros, actually. Lifetime access. It's stupid. It's really stupid because it transforms lives. If you see what one fucking call can do, think about it. If we have the resources to do what we want to do, the reality that you're going to step in as you put on your VR goggles, the centers you're going to visit with your NFT fucking key, those are also for sale. The Legacy Forge, actually the Legacy Rune key, I'm not sure what it's called. It's an NFT right now. It's available for $1,000. So if you want to have those, go and buy them, because we are going to change a lot of lives, but we are also going to reward those who go in the beginning, who commit, who see what this is, who want to take part of that journey. And then you're more than welcome to join the tribe experience, but beware though. That is a completely different adventure, a different kind of travel into consciousness, and something that is going to change you forever. Currently set at $50,000. That just came out of me. I love that. It's going to stay there. So, with that said, I love your face. Take care of a freaking family. Know that you can forge your legacy. Create a new life for yourself if you choose to. I mean, you don't have to accept being miserable if you are. If you feel down, if you feel stressed, if you feel anxious, it's normal. I mean, the world is going to shit anyways, so why not create the best life you can before anything happens? And then it turns out it didn't go to shit. It was just the human consciousness that it's gone a little bit array, and then we are part of that light that is shining in the darkness. I mean, seriously, it's so fucking huge. It's insane. And most people, I almost said you don't because I'm so used to talking to people who don't really see it that way. You have a responsibility for the future. And right now, the world is shifting. The new things that has come out now has shifted the reality you are in. And you have a chance to become part of the good side, trying to create something that we can be proud of, that our grandkids and everyone coming after us could be proud of. The legacy. If you want to become a legacy forger, saga.theseppola.com. Get it while it lasts. Love your face.